And we are live, USC Sumter, getting ready to fire up for our second match of Call of Duty tonight. And we are getting ready to head into our map 1. And we are playing Ole Miss, USC Sumter versus Ole Miss in CCL D2, um, round 9. So looking to make some make some noise here in the CCL, get back on a winning streak, um, or winning track. We've had some upsetting and close matches here in the last couple, and we need to get over that hump and get the victory. So that is the goal and what we're trying to make happen. So USC Sumter is hosting our first map. This is going to be on Hydro. USC Sumter currently right now in the standings. Uh, let's see. Um, currently, right now in the standings, in eighth right now out of 12. So 3-5 on the season, um, and we just had some rough matches the past couple matches. Even teams that we've beat are ahead of us in the standings, and we've lost some games that we probably should have won, um, or some matchups that we would have liked on paper, but we just didn't quite pull them out. So it's just one of those things that USC Sumter's got to work through these hiccups, try to build their way back and get back up on top. So teams are definitely giving each other a run for their money here, and we need to do everything we can, try to creep back into that top 4. But either way, get ourselves on the right track so that we can get another chance in the future qualifiers, last chance qualifiers that are going to be up for grabs into the playoffs. So that's USC Sumter's kind of ticket here that they're trying to punch as we go through. Um, we've got only a few rounds left to try to make some things happen. So, gonna see what we can do here um, as far as getting our chance to move forward. So, UC Sumter started the season off um, losing to Cumberland University 3-1, and then winning uh, 3-1 over Barton College. Then following up a 3-1 win against UNA Lions, and then also having a 3-0 win over Shenandoah. Um, and then USC Sumter took kind of a slump, lost to Colonial, or Colonial Esports 3-1 in a very tight match. Then losing to Florida Gulf Coast 3-0 there as well. That was a really tough one. Florida Gulf Coast is the top team in the league um, on our bracket. And then losing to USF 3-0, but the match was much closer than it sounded. Then losing to UNC Charlotte main team, um, 3-2 to basically give us to the 3-5 standing that we have right now. So UC Sumter needing to bounce back here and try to win out if we possibly can. We have Ole Miss coming up now, and then we'll be facing the Old Dominion Monarchs, which we faced in the qualifiers and beat them. So we have them at 9 o'clock tonight. Um, and just looking at the standings between who we have left, USC Sumter is, like I said, eighth. Old Miss is at 12 right now with 1-7. So on paper, USC Sumter should win this match and do some good things. And then, like I said, Old Dominion is our next matchup tonight at at 9, and USC Sumter is going to face them, who is 1-5. So again, on paper, USC Sumter should beat them. As stated, we have some wins over Shenandoah, who's 5-3 right now in the league, and uh, that's just one of those ones where um, we beat them, and on paper right now they're above us. We'll see how it plays out the rest of the way for Shenandoah. But that's one example of, we played really well, but we're on the 3-5, totally reverse. Then our last match in the series on next Monday is going to be against, let's see, sorry, Eagles Call of Duty, um, which can't remember exactly their team name, but they are ones that we faced in qualifiers, and I believe beat them in qualifiers as well. So we see them again, and on paper they are 3-4 right now. So they're right in the thick of it with us, as far as in that um, lower 4 out of 8 there. So we got some work cut out for us, but we definitely can win these next 3 games for sure, as we should have won some matches earlier in the semester. Just waiting on this lobby to get going. Just to give you kind of a rundown, Ole Miss has been a little bit slow to get caught up with us and get going. We did the vetoes pretty much right at match time. But map 1 is going to be Hydro, USC Sumter hosts. Not sure which side we're picking. And map 2 is going to be Osilo. And Ole Miss hosts that. And it looks like USC Sumter is going to be Cortac there. And then map 3 is also going to be a CeeLo. So again, that Hydro map is going to be a hard point. Map 2 is going to be a CeeLo, search and destroy, then a CeeLo again for control for map 3. Ole Miss is going to host that as well. And USC Sumter, I believe, is going to be Cortac. Then map 4, if needed, is going to be Embassy, USC Sumter host. Then map 5 is going to be Embassy, Ole Miss host. USC Sumter Cortac. So map 4 Embassy, that'll be hardpoint, and then map 5 Embassy, that will be search and destroy if needed. So map 4 and 5 if needed. Hopefully USC Sumter can get a 3-0 victory here and move forward, but can't put anything too far ahead, as we've seen previous times. So we need to stay on track and make some things happen, and get one map at a time. Looks like we're just waiting on Ole Miss to join up and get ready to go for our next map. And this matchup, Ole Miss versus USC Sumter, on paper, USC Sumter looks like they should win this based on wins and losses. We'll see how it goes. And it looks like the lobby broke. Probably took too long to get going, so I'm gonna wait for the next lobby to get posted, and we'll join that up and hopefully be ready to go. Anybody joining us right now, thanks for that. Hit us with follows if you can at any point in time, if you haven't already. Always trying to get that follow up and make some cool things happen on our stream. So here, waiting for host and connections again, and hopefully everybody can connect up. We can get this started. And just waiting on Ole Miss here. I guess a couple of their players still had a few things going on, and we're just, like I said, just waiting to get going. Our team's ready to go, and just waiting to make this happen. And just waiting on Ole Miss. I don't know exactly what's taking them too long, or taking them a long time, but trying to get some information on that right now. So just bear with us here. We will have some action at some point. And just to recap what happened tonight so far, USC Sumter's invitational team in NJ had to reschedule because the other team was out on spring break and unable to play in their facility because I guess the school was closed, so we rescheduled that one. And we are then on stream last match at 6 o'clock. We streamed our Open team. They got a 3-0 victory in the NJ Open, moving on to 4-1 on the season. So they're doing well and making things happen there. And now we are streaming on the Ole Miss matchup in our CCL. Waiting on them to show up. Unfortunately, it's taking them a little while. Not sure why. And then we will have a follow-up match at 9 for this as well, playing Old Dominion. So got a lot going on there for USC Sumter and Call of Duty. Our Rocket League did pick up a match at 7:30 here, so they have a 7:30 match probably in it, maybe even close to done, depending on how they're performing, um, and should have some results for that going soon as well. See if I can pull up some of those, what's going on with our R6 team or Rocket League team. We do have R6 tomorrow at sometime closer to 9, because we have to wait for 8 or 9, because we have to wait for the match before us, because we had to reschedule last week because of spring break and just the other team needed to. So we rescheduled out to this day on Tuesday of this week. And we don't have our first match at 7 like we normally do, so we'll have to wait for that other team to finish their 7 o'clock match, and then we're going to go right in and play them. So it's going to be back to back. Actually, no, I remember we had to reschedule because the game was broken, and we had a lot of crashes because there was an update last Tuesday. So that was a big changeover again as well. So it looks like we're setting up a new lobby here. Maybe that means Ole Miss wasn't able to join, and we're going to try to get him in here coming up next. But let me see if I can get an update on the Rocket League team. Looks like they're playing Pennsylvania Highlands. And we are winning at the moment from what I heard, but I don't know the score. So I'll keep you posted on that when I do, and we'll go from there. And just again, waiting for Ole Miss here. Want to get this game started because this is going to delay our second game as well with Old Dominion potentially. So we need to get it rolling and going. Because here we are creeping up on 30 minutes past start time of 7:30. Just waiting on them to get ready. So waiting to get some information back from Coach Clark down in the facility on whether Ole Miss is going to show up here or not. In the rules, actually, if a team doesn't show up after a certain amount of time, they start to get losses to the round and then potentially even to the map. So we need to see what's going on here. Not that we really want to do that. We just want to get going. And still waiting to hear. Looks like still one of their players just having some issues. Waiting on him to get to where he needs to go. So hopefully we'll be starting very soon. And as I say that, looks like we've got players joining the lobby. So this may actually be happening right now. So I'm excited to move forward. We've been holding out and keeping it all here for a while now. So hopefully we are ready to go. And it looks like USC Sumter is going to get Cortex, so they are good there. And we are going to be ready to make this happen. Just waiting on Reno to change over. He does, and looks like we will be moving forward and playing this match as soon as they say they're ready. And the tick is happening, and we are loading into this hard point and ready to try to get this W on this map as well as this whole series. So USC Sumter gonna try to take this map and this series victory and get back on the winning track. So close in a couple of other matches. Likely, at least on paper, probably should have taken some of those series, but unfortunately it didn't go our way. So we're gonna start out on this hydro hard point. Like this map for our players. They tend to like this map. Haven't always been doing as well on it, but let's see what we can do here. Genesis goes down on first blood, but Reno's there to get the trade pretty quick on him. And Whoop is going to take this high ground here and try to get something happening. USC Sumter going to get an early point advantage as Genesis gets the guy trying to go top here. Jump's going to come in and get the kill. Going to get two. Well played there by Jumps, kind of moving off the point a little bit. Whoop's going to hold this back line, and it looks like Ole Miss is spawning in the back, so we don't like that. And Whoop's going to see if he can get some kills here. The point is unmanned by anybody, and Whoop's going to go down. Does still have two there, and does go down officially there in the back. Meant that he was going to, when I said go down, I meant he was jumping off, but he unfortunately ended up going down there. So Ole Miss has a chance to get on this point and hold it for a little bit. USC Sumter has to work on a break. Genesis gets team killed by Reno's grenade, unfortunately, there. And Reno's going to contest here. Gets one. And closes the door. Genesis gets another. And Whoop getting the last, and USC Sumter is going to finish off this, hopefully finish off this 20 seconds here. There is still two in the back. Whoop's going to get one, but does lose out to the other, but that's a good sign, hopefully, for USC Sumter, that they've already got set up at the next point and headed over. Jumps trying to get that crosser there, tags him up, but doesn't get the kill. And it is a change over here. There is someone in the back with USC Sumter, so need to be careful there. Genesis playing his life, but does go down. Reno sees one, doesn't get the kill. Jumps goes down right below Reno, but Reno's getting pinched here, and unfortunately not able to make the play. USC Sumter does still have the spawns, apparently. And Jumps just trying to get some of this time. Does lose out the missile there. And a few players going down for USC Sumter, but Genesis is going to get two there. And going to get three, but unfortunate not to get the third, or the fourth. Whoop is going to play this deep back to try to keep the spawns, and USC Sumter's on the rotation. Good rotation there, should be set up. We've got some players coming around for Ole Miss here. Going to try to play the deep back and get kills, but unfortunately for us, we already had that played, and Genesis slaying out on hill at the moment. Off to a 10-4 start. Jumps getting one, or looking to get one. Whoop does cover this backside, gets a kill, gets two. Well played there by Jumps and Whoop and Genesis. And Whoop's going to move up, possibly allow Genesis to move out a little bit. Does die, unfortunately, but Reno swaps that spot so that they keep the hold. Genesis still holding on point there. Gets one. Reno going to have a battle here. Does get the kill. Tags up Whoop a little bit. Whoop goes down on the point. Jumps trying to get the kill there. Or Reno trying to get the kill, but unfortunately isn't able. And Messa's got a really nice heady there. trying to catch the crossers as they head to the next one, and Reno, unfortunately, on that jump, doesn't quite get it, and Ole Miss is set up pretty heavily here. USC Sumter with just under a 50-point advantage. Reno's going to try to take this long route here and or Whoop is going to try to get this long route. Mesa just steps over him, didn't even see him. And Whoop is going to try to play this. Sees the gun, does get the kill, gets the second. Well played by Whoop. Third, excellent play by Whoop. Does have the time, he runs out of ammo. Unfortunate, picks up the other gun, stunned out of his mind. Is he going to be able to make a play back on it? I think so. He is defending. Gets another kill, still undead. Now he goes down. Unfortunate there, but I do think he got a cruise from that. I wasn't quite looking at that point. And we're switching back up to P1. Genesis already there. USC Sumter's advantage is lowered. But let's see if we can have another solid point here to our advantage. And USC Sumter is going to hold this back spawn, which is going to be important as we have P2. And Reno, unfortunately, goes down 1 point. Getting challenged from all angles here. And USC Sumter in a kind of a tight spot here to decide where to spawn. Maybe Genesis could have played this life a little better. I don't know, as far as just kind of hide it out and sit and wait, but not able to. So USC Sumter getting their time trickled into just a little bit. Gonna pick up a couple seconds of this garbage time, and now moving on to P2 as Ole Miss had the advantage for setup and getting shot in the back there. The spawns are kind of wonky at the moment, but Genesis trying to make a play. Does get one, gets two, saw the third, but he doesn't have to challenge that. Let's just play this out and see what we can get. USC Sumter's pretty stacked up on it. And Whoop is going to play these cuts, gets two. Oh, looking for that third, but gets put down. Genesis finishes it up. Reno on point here. Jumps, playing cutoff. Reno gets two on that point there to hold it. One more challenge him, and does get that kill. He's going to hold this and wait for the next. Gets the kill. Well played by Reno. That's 4 in a row. On a 5 streak. One away from his cruise. He can get the cruise here. Does get the cruise. So played his life well. Well worth it. USC Sumter's capping, extending that advantage almost by 80 points here. Whoop's getting pretty stunned there. Reno does get one, but goes down. And jumps on the hill. Gets pinched from both sides and loses it. But USC Sumter gets a lot of time on the advantage there. Or the advantage time on that specific hill. And USC Sumter is going to get back on. And Genesis in the water getting the kill. It's good to see. Whoop going to try to get this kill. Unfortunate. Wasn't able to, getting shot from kind of multiple directions, and that's okay. USC Sumter can afford to give up that and just play this back and get ready for the next spawns. Unfortunately, Jumps goes down as he gets one, unable to get the second. And Whoop's going to play these cross areas, and Mess is going to try to play the top. Unfortunate there, Whoop just didn't see him fast enough. Or as fast as Mensa saw him. Mensa saw him, sorry. That's not his name. So Whoop's going to come back and try to get him. Reno does get that one. Whoop gets shot in the back. This is going to challenge with Jumps, gets the kill. Pre-fire in the corner. He's going to get flanked, but doesn't challenge. Reno gets that kill, and Jumps is able to just soak up that time. Got a streak coming in. Just to back some people off. USC Sumter can win here. Just holding for 5 more seconds. And Genesis is going to make sure that happens. And between Reno and Genesis holding that overwatch right there at the last second, as well as, I believe, Whoop wasn't able to see everybody's spot. USC Sumter is going to take that 250 to 119 over Ole Miss. So well played there right off the bat. Like I said, Reno getting a three-piece right there at the end. Well played by the team. As you can see, everybody's kind of holding their own and doing decent. And hopefully before this lobby kills, I'll get a little bit more information. And I did not, unfortunately, but I'll maybe be able to get some on the next host up, because it's the same players, so we should see the same thing. So yes, we did. So 250 to 119, and Genesis here leading the way with the kills, 25, 14. 20 and 19 there for Reno, 21 and 16 for Whoop. Jumps a little low on the kills, but he did get 2 minutes on the hill, so we like to see that. Got 3 defense, so well played kind of all around. Nothing too drastic, major problems. As long as we stay consistent, we'll be fine. Our rotations were well off there and in good shape. So just waiting on everybody to pick their sides. Looks like actually they broke the lobby, so we'll be headed back in very soon. And Ole Miss does host this one. It looks like USC Sumter will be Cortac. Just waiting on the teams to swap up. But I do believe USC Sumter will be Cortac, so no need to change it up any. And that is correct, and we are going to be headed into a CeeLo very soon for Search and Destroy. So you'll see Sumter doing a good job in that first map, winning pretty handedly in 250 to 119. So we like that, and now we're going to head into a CeeLo for Search and Destroy and see how we play this. So our Search and Destroys have been starting off slow lately. For USC Sumter, so we want to see us do a little bit better here. And we're going to be on defense first, and going to head into this round. We just don't want to see, we want to see consistency from the players. So we don't want to see us having slow starts to our Search and Destroy. And if we do that, then we should win any Search and Destroy we play, as long as we don't have slow starts. So we're going to follow Genesis in here. Probably going to see some action on the A point. And it looks like it is a B push. And not sure if USC Sumter knows that yet. Maybe they do. Because Whoop does go down, so there is a little bit of information there. Didn't even see when Whoop went down. Apologies to the stream. A decent setup at B there. For Ole Miss. We just need to see if we can get some kills here. Jumps. Doesn't know that this guy's right on the rooftop, right outside. Does get shot in the back, just unfortunate. Not a normal spot. And Genesis is challenging. Ooh, and unfortunate there to not get that kill. So, again, we don't want to see a slow start, but not necessarily is it one. Just one round, so we can see a bounce back here. See what we can do. So USC Sumter on to the Search and Destroy here. Headed into a lot of action going on the point. Whoop does get the kill right as I change over. He saw that one. Genesis gets that one, so USC Sumter's free to plant here. And USC Sumter doing fine on attack. Our defense just needs to be cleaned up just a little bit. Just basically running through there. Reno getting this final kill on Mensa as he rotated to the back, and Reno taking that one, and USC Sumter is going to move on to 1-1 here. USC Sumter pretty aggressive on the defensive side here. Jump's going to get a kill and then back out. Ooh, unfortunately, didn't have to get so aggressive in his movement, but did get killed. Reno's chasing bomb carrier. He's going to get flanked up top. There's a guy right above him. He hears him. Does get killed. Gets the bomb carrier. There's still a player above him. He didn't challenge him. Whoop right behind him too. Whoop's gonna possibly have the first contest on him. Nope. Looking the opposite way. Everybody's so close to this guy. Reno does see him at the last second and gets the kill. It's crazy that guy was there the whole time. Could have just popped down on Reno at any moment there and get the kill. So switching sides here, USC Sumter taking a 2-1 advantage so far over Ole Miss. On to attack. Our attack was really good that last round, and as you can see, Reno's having a good search and destroy so far, 5-1. Genesis 3-1, and Whoop and Jumps both with 1 kill on the board. So as we have seen, Whoop and Jumps had a hard time getting going early, so it's good to see them with kills early on. And it looks like a full B send here, and looks like a free cap as Jumps takes the bomb, goes ahead and sets it up. And looking at some Overwatch here, Genesis does get a kill right after I swap to him. Does well to get out of that. And Whoop gets a kill. Reno lurking. 1 on him. Mensa does take down Whoop. So Mensa's near there, but Jumps is there. Reno might get shot in the back here. Does. But still the play's on the bomb. So Jumps getting stunned here. Ooh, unfortunate. Genesis should be able to finish this up, and does. Didn't see them get the kill on the cross, but I knew that the player in sight was going to be low on health, and just comes in there and peppers him. Did get that cross player, wasn't sure about that. As he's sliding out, Jumps did get the tag up on him, so only needed 1 or 2 bullets, and Genesis gets that final kill, taking himself to 6-1. So again, doing a good job. Whoop picking up a tally there, and Reno still holding strong. So USC Sumter off to a good start on this search and destroy, up 3-1. On to defense here. Gonna see our guys go pretty aggressive there. Jumps gets killed, maybe too aggressive. So does Genesis, but not necessarily out of the realm of possibility. And Reno pre-firing. Needed to back out. Whoop does get killed below him. So Reno 1v3 here. Crazy things can happen. Unfortunately, it doesn't there. So Ole Miss takes round 5 and gets the series closer, 2-3, or 3-2. Mensa 6-4 on his own, doing pretty decent for their team. So let's kind of see how it goes here. So overall, Mensa's kind of the highest point on their team. USC Sumter looking to do some things here. So looks like we're gonna send A. And if one goes down, Whoop gets that kill right off the bat. Well played. One is on point. Jumps does get the trade. Gonna try to get the bomb down. Reno getting a kill there on the player that I thought might come up behind Jumps. Jumps gets out, And Reno might get the first challenge on this guy, and does. USC Sumter wins the round, taking it 4-2. 8-3 Reno goes there. Had a good round there. Picked up 2 kills, I believe. So still having a good search and destroy. See how we do moving forward here. So Jumps also picks up a kill there, and Whoops still evened out. I think he picked up a kill there as well right off the open. So doing good job here to stay on it. And looks like a beast in here. Whoops gonna have first hits. Does tell the team. Jumps is gonna get on Mensa, but does die. Unfortunate there. Mensa's gonna try to snipe Whoop, but he leaves it alone. Bomb is down. So Genesis playing that battle there, and fortunate for USC Sumter, able to push this to match point, 5-2. Here as Mensa is focusing on multiple players there, and Genesis just peppers him as well as Whoop. Headed to match point. USC Sumter takes this attack and takes the round in the map and the series 2-0 lead. So can't get ahead of ourselves. Got to definitely play it each round at a time. And Whoop, I think, saw one up top. At least we did. Checking the outsides. Ooh, gets one, wall banging. And Jumps is escorted over. Gonna get that plant down. Whoop's gonna play deep back. And Reno gets one that... Oh shoot, I'm on the wrong player. Reno gets one that I thought I was watching Genesis. And then gets the other. So USC Sumter winning that 6-2. And Reno taking those 2 kills there at the end. Going 12-3. Well played by Reno, having a good match on Search and Destroy. Genesis following him up with an 8-3 of his own. And our other players, Jump and Whoops, both playing solid. Whoop going even, putting in a lot of damage. So well played there from our whole team. We didn't have a slow start like we had before, so we'd like to see that. Some of our searches before have been really slow, and we were able to get going and get the W. So USC Sumter takes the 2-0 series lead, headed into the next map, which is also going to be a CeeLo and hosted by Ole Miss. USC Sumter should be Cortac here, and I believe they are, so don't need to change anything. Just going to make sure it didn't change on its own, and we'll be ready to go into a CeeLo control. So our controls have been looking pretty good lately. Some hard fought controls for sure in the last few that we've played. So let's see what we can do here. Just waiting on this map to start, trying to get the ready symbols, I guess, from everybody, and then get going. Looks like maybe USC Sumter needs to take a moment to get started. Maybe somebody needs to use the restroom or something. Whoops. Oh, they were starting, but then stopped it. Not sure what fully happened there, but but it, like I said, it looks like USC Sumter possibly needed a moment. So we do have the sides correct. So I can swap, and I'm ready to go whenever they are. And looks like we're getting set and ready. And USC Sumter is starting up their next map with In Control here playing Ole Miss. So little old USC Sumter taking on Ole Miss and doing some big things at the moment, leading the series 2-0. And going to spectate our players here. They're going to be on defense first. And let's see the challenge that we give right off the bat. And Jump's going to change that up. Jump's just trying to get a pre-fire in. Reno does go down on the top. So Jumps gets one on A, but Ole Miss does have high tower control. Sorry, trying to fix who I was changing to and stuff like that, and just kind of mess it up. And Reno's going to get a jump over kill and a team kill there as well. Gets confused on who was what. And USC Sumter is going to push this time off as our ARs are going to push out. And Loop's going to try to play this cutoff as he imagines someone's coming, and they were. And they do get the kill there. But USC Sumter back with high ground here as there's going to be a full send on B. Jumps prepping for that. Unfortunate to go down there. And a full cap on B right at the moment. This is going to look tough for USC Sumter to maybe break that. But Genesis trying to make his way. Battling through this fence here. Does have the player close to dead, but goes down. He's going to be on that little box there. It's going to be hard for anybody to get it for sure. Maybe just get some kills here. Whoop, doesn't quite see the guy laying down. Unfortunate that Ole Miss caps B, but USC Sumter in a good spot, maybe having this high ground. Although Ole Miss is on their way capping. USC Sumter trying to hold and unable to do so. Just good job by Ole Miss to kind of out rotate each time from each point as deaths went down. And unfortunate there for USC Sumter. So USC Sumter headed to attack. Let's see what we could do here, switching sides. Not a lot of solid defense there, but wasn't really bad. But unfortunate we gave up both. And USC Sumter gonna head out and see if they can't get a double cap of their own. Lots of gunfire and stuff going on. Reno goes down. Jump's gonna get the trade. Does look like they're gonna try to trap USC Sumter in a little bit here. But as you can see, we're already kind of out there. And Reno's going to get on point and try to make some things happen. Jumps, gets a good kill. Genesis holding that high ground. As I say that and swap to him, he dies. Reno, unfortunate there to not able to get that tag up. But we do get one tick on B. So you can see swap here maybe. Jumps going around, gonna try to get a cap. And Whoop gonna play this well and get that kill. Genesis as well, and Jumps with Whoop with another kill. Jumps gets a kill as well on the other side, so gonna be able to stack up both sides here. Gonna have to make Ole Miss decide which way they're gonna go. And Whoop getting turned multiple ways, but USC Sumter gets ticks on A, get a tick on A, almost on B. Ooh, unfortunate for Jumps. Just didn't get that kill there. Was very close to it. And USC Sumter's lives running a little low here. As Reno does get a kill, USC Sumter stacking up this point. Looks like they should be able to cap it. Got all four here. We're going to see a rotation. And Jumps does get a kill, but then goes down as he rotates. And Reno just stunned too much, unable to get that. Genesis making his way over, listening for some sound cues. Jumps goes down. All it takes is one team wipe here, and USC Sumter can really make an advantage. And Genesis gonna choke you down. Not able to get much happening. Just got a guy to his left and a guy behind him. Shooting through this fence can be a really big pain. Reno gets 2 kills. That's big. If we can get up to that point, Mintz is kind of in the middle of the two, but that's a big play. Mintz is behind. Not sure if they know, and there's one up on the top. Just Mintz is just being able to be in between there really messed that up for USC Sumter. Be able to get what they needed. You know, just trying to pepper some kills here, and USC Sumter up to their last lives. Ooh, unfortunate. They're trying to get on the point, but USC Sumter are unable to cap both. So Ole Miss taking 2 rounds there on USC Sumter. Got to get big in and get back. And USC Sumter just not carrying the stats you would like to see across the board. So they just got to pick it up a little bit, cover their angles, rotations, etc. And I think they can do better here for sure. Just a little rusty on this control at the moment. With Genesis with a double and Jumps getting the kill too. So that's going to be a rotational push here by Ole Miss as they both strike out there. They're going to push on to B, and Genesis is going to try to play this backside. Does get one, and USC Sumter's got him pushed up pretty good here. Jumps goes down, was just about to change turn, and Genesis is going to play this side as much as he can. Marino's going to try to play this high ground. It's really important. Just stay down. Does get challenged. And gets the kill 2 times there. And Reno back in action up here at the top. Genesis running around in the spawn still. Oh, unfortunate not to get that one. So USC Sumter kind of has this pushed up. Looking better on this side, but they are capping on A, and we're gonna have to make a rotation to them. Genesis gets one, but that's not the only one on point. We do have one in the corner. Does go down. Jumps gets 2, and Genesis right over the top of Jumps gets 1. So well played there. And 14 seconds. USC Sumter trying to play that. Didn't have to necessarily push that hard, but they did, and cost us to potentially lose control of that A point there. Genesis still playing on the point. Does get one. Jumps getting one as well. Genesis still on that point. He holds on. maybe like to see him challenge there as Jumps was challenging, but unfortunate, just a little bit of off communication. So USC Sumter leading the lives here, but one clean wipe, and it could be really difficult to hold the point like they need to. Whoop getting flanked a little bit. Does hear him. See what he decides to do here. Gets one. Ooh, almost gets two, but unfortunate. So down to 6 lives, Ole Miss here. They still got a lot to cap, but we don't want to see a team wipe from USC Sumter. And Reno just looks the other way and gonna go down, and this could be big trouble for USC Sumter as they are stacked up on the point. And well played by Whoop to get them off. Two lives left. USC Sumter should take this with the live advantage. And Genesis gets a kill. And the last one over there laying down. Nuke is all by himself, unfortunately for him. And gonna play his life and just chalk that one up. USC Sumter takes the round. And a better round there from USC Sumter, but it was a little scary there on that team wipe. And Genesis is going to get that last kill that we saw. And USC Sumter picking up their pace, as you can see with their kills. And Des definitely picked up that round, so playing much better than the previous 2 rounds. So let's see what we could do on this attack. Came up just short last time, but we're right there with it. I think USC Sumter has a chance to maybe even up the series 2-0 or 2-1. 2-2, sorry. Can't even get it all out correct. Whoop's gonna get that first kill over the top, but then does go down. Reno trying to look at that high ground and see if he's got it. Mensa's just over that other hill there. Reno's gonna go for it, but doesn't quite get there. Whoop is on the point, gets Mensa, well played there. Stacking up, busting through the door. Whoop saw him, but doesn't get the kill as he backed out. USC Sumter does get some valuable time on that. And Reno gonna get a kill there and then take this high ground. USC Sumter still gonna have a chance to take that. Mensa trying to get some time off. Genesis underneath, playing that hill. Jump's gonna jump on as well. And USC Sumter looking to take this cap. And they do. And secure that. So still got some good lives, decent time. Gonna head over to B. This one will take a little bit to break, so need to do it together as a group. And looking at Whoop as he rotates, he knows one's near him. Genesis listening. One goes down. Reno gets one. USC Sumter playing this one well. Playing it slow, making sure that they've got the best advantage here. And Genesis does get one. Well played there, but there's still one up top. Reno, where Whoop gets him. USC Sumter could stack this up. Unfortunately, Whoop goes down. Genesis gonna get one behind him here. Unfortunate to not be able to get that. Well played there. That's 3 down. USC Sumter needs to stack that up. And Mensa, again, though, still in the middle. Gonna cause some problems here. Goes down. It's just Mensa that they really have to worry about. Gets 2. But Genesis gets 1. And USC Sumter still can cap this. This is big. I think they're going to get it. It looks like it. Yes, they do. Well played by USC Sumter, but Mensa giving them a heck of a hard time there, playing that middle zone, just being very patient. And does get 2 right off the bat, but Genesis is able to be in the right place at the right time to get that kill and jump up there with Whoop and stack that thing up. So going into the final round here, USC Sumter evened it up 2-2. So let's see who has what side here. I'm not even sure which one we would want at the moment. Whether it's defense or offense. We won one of each, but we do get defense here. So we must have had more ticks overall on the hills, more caps. So USC Sumter can win the series with a win here, but we'll go to game 3 with a loss. Genesis does get a couple people stunned. Unfortunately, didn't check all his angles there and gets killed. Reno up top, just waiting. Did see him, I believe. Still can't shoot through that door, though, unfortunately. And Mensa still being a menace, as always. Playing that high ground. And Genesis getting 2 kills there. It looks like a rotate's happening from Ole Miss to B. So Whoop is still holding down that angle over there on B. Ooh, and gonna get shot by 2 there. This is coming up behind. Doesn't see the one above him, but kind of gets pinched himself. And Jump's gonna get shot coming out of his own spawn. USC Sumter's got a little bit of work to do if they want to try to stop this B plan. And Jumps does get 1, but he goes down in a trade. And Whoop here. Nope, he's got 2. And he's getting peppered from afar by Nuke. And B is secure. And USC Sumter gonna have to hold down this A for all she wrote. Mensa up top near Reno. Reno's gonna try to play that patiently. We don't want to give up that high ground though, so somebody maybe Whoop can go up there, or Reno as he spawns up. That's 1 down. Ooh, that's a big push to Whoop. He looked away just at the wrong time. A big push here coming from Ole Miss, and USC Sumter does trade out. So 16-16 lives and a minute left. Jump's gonna try to make a little bit of a push up top. Whoop, making a play on the inside. Gets 1. Can he get the second? He does. Well played. Does get traded out though. Genesis trying to make a play, but goes down. Reno back on the high ground. Almost gets Nuke in the corner. Doesn't have to come down yet. As they clear off 1. Reno does get the second. Nuke goes down as well. Reno gonna get Mensa's 2. Or also. And USC Sumter gonna try to get this. 30 seconds left. 25. Jumps goes down. Whoop gets 1. Jumps down, gets 2. Well played. Mensa's peeking, gonna right as Whoop turns his head. USC Sumter can't get broken here. Gonna be a big push on Genesis. He gets 1, gets 2. Does he get 3? No! Ooh, Reno got the 3rd. And Genesis gets on point. USC Sumter is gonna win this one with comeback fashion. Well played by USC Sumter to cap that. Reno to get that Overwatch look on Genesis, which was surely dead there, and then they were able to just play it slowly. This is the play right here, actually, or was just after the play. And Reno gets that final kill. So USC Sumter picking it up there and playing much better towards the end. So good plays there overall, and USC Sumter taking a 3-0 win. And we finished just under 45 minutes here, and we may or may not have an interview coming down from the room, but USC Sumter takes the series 3-0 over Ole Miss, and a very close and clutch control there from USC Sumter to come back and get the victory. We'll be right back, either with a interview, or we'll just be on hold till our next match comes up at 9 p.m. So be right back soon. And it looks like we will not have an interview for our last match here, or for the match that we just played against Ole Miss. USC Sumter is going to get ready for their Old Dominion match, which is supposed to kick off in another 15 minutes. So we're going to sign off here for about 15 minutes, get back on at 9 o'clock, and once we're back in, we will, explain how the series went and stuff and what we got moving forward. But again, Old Dominion is up next, and USC Sumter beats Ole Miss 3-0 in the series to get back on the winning side of things. So USC Sumter now is 4-5 on the season and looking to close out Old Dominion and get another win and get 5-5, and then we've got one more match after that that we have to win, and we'll at least have a winning record in CCL and some momentum headed into any postseason opportunities. So USC Sumter will be back in just a few minutes at 9 p.m. for our next match. See you then. Signing out from the Ant Hills, Coach Chris. Be back soon.